just around the corner, it can really turn into a very stressful and overwhelming time because we need to get all the gifts and we need to do all the things in order to make it a meaningful Christmas. Well, there are many ways that you can turn this season and this month into a very meaningful month without having to break the bank. So let me share with you 5 ways that we actually love to create a meaningful December and that we just love to do as a family to make sure that this season is very special. Hey, and welcome to today's video. Now, for those that don't know me yet, my name is Stephanie. I'm a wife and I'm a mom to 3 kids, and I love everything about the home. I love homemaking, homeschooling, working from home, and what I love to do on this channel is just take you along on my journey as a mother, as a wife, and as a Christian homemaker, and stepping into your God-given role as a wife and as a mother. And that is what I love to share with you. So if you love content like that, I would love to have you here as a subscriber. But without further ado, let's dive into the 5 things that we do to create a meaningful December. Now, the first thing that we really love to do as a family is creating some sort of way in order to focus on what the true reason is for the season. And that has looked differently every single year. We did an Advent one year where we had one Bible verse each day leading up to Jesus's birth. We've done a homeschool unit study. We have done books that are just focused on the Christmas story. There are many different things that you can do in order to make sure that your children actually know what is the reason for this season, because there are so many things that are trying to get their attention, especially with all the gifts that a lot of children obviously love. It can easily become about gifts for your children, and it's important to teach them that the only reason you get gifts is because we have Christmas and because Jesus has come to the earth. And that is important to teach them. So that is what we love to do. And it actually makes our December way more meaningful because we actually focus on the story again. And it's really fun to do this with the kids. It's really important to always go over what is the reason for this season, why do we celebrate Christmas, and what has Jesus done for us, and how can he become your savior as well. So that is what I really love to do, and it definitely creates a very meaningful season. Now, the second thing that I really love to do during December is something I actually started about 2 or 3 years ago, and that is to delete Instagram. I really started doing this because I just hated Instagram, to be honest. I was so done with the app and for it being such a time sucker in my life that I thought, you know what, let's just get rid of the app altogether. And since then, I have absolutely loved doing this every December because when I did that the first time, I noticed how much time I actually spent with my children and how easily that app actually distracted me from what is most important. So I decided this is something I'm from now on going to do every single year because I really don't want to spend the most beautiful season, in my opinion. I really love December. I don't want to spend that season on my phone and looking at what other people are doing during December and all the fun things that they are doing with their kids while I'm just watching at a screen and my kids are doing things by themselves. That is not what I want to do. I want to do things with them. I want to create stuff with them. I want to work on my December album that I love to create, a scrapbook album. I love just doing things with the kids instead of focusing on what other people are doing. And that is one thing that I really don't like about the Instagram app, that we are so focused on other people's lives that we start to compare our life with it. And with that, a lot of ungratefulness comes and a lot of dissatisfaction with your own life comes because you're constantly focused on what is happening on the app and what should I be doing, or what would I really love to do during this season, and what do I actually do? So that is something that I really don't want to fall into. I really want to just focus on what I have, who I'm with, and just focus on that instead of all the things that I don't have. So really highly recommend deleting Instagram, especially in December, because you don't want to compare your life to other people. You want to live your life and you want to make the best of your December with the people you love. So if I can give you one tip for this December, then let it be this: delete your Instagram app. Now, the third thing that I really love to do is to really focus on finding fun things to do with the kids. Now, this actually was sparked because I started doing a scrapbook album every single year, and I just wanted to have stories. So that is why I started to look for more fun things. So I thought, you know what? I want to have a fun story in my album. Let's paint something with the kids so I can put it in my album, or let's bake cookies so I can take photos of it and put it in the album. So I really started to look for fun things to do with the children and also by myself or with the entire family, but doing fun things in order to fill up my album. And that has been such a blessing First off, I really love looking back at those albums, and I really try to put all the things that we love to do into my December month because I wanted to document it in my scrapbook album. And that is something that I've absolutely loved doing. And there are so many fun things that you can do. You can bake cookies, you can paint, you can do some sort of craft project, you can cook delicious meals, you can try new recipes. There are so many fun things that you can do during the month of December, and that really creates a lot more meaning to this season because you're looking for fun things to do instead of just living life, doing the things that you do every single day. If you start looking for fun things to do, it is gonna make this season even more special than it already is. And along with number 3 is actually number 4, and that is to focus on your family. Spend more time with the people that you love. So what we love to do is get rid of as many appointments as we can and really focus on being together as a family, visiting the people that we want to visit, focus on the things that we want to do as a family just to make sure that this extremely busy season doesn't get any busier. So anything that we can get rid of during this December month will be crossed off in our agenda, and we will just focus on what do we really want to do, what makes the season more meaningful, and how can we spend more time together. So all that to say, do less of all the things that you could be doing and focus on all the things that you should be doing, which is being with your family and spending time with those that you love. And lastly, what I really love to do during this season is to give more. And one way that I really love to do this is by baking. I really love baking because it is just amazing that you can create something and you can enjoy it at the same time. So I really do love to bake. And during this season, it is really easy to bake cookies with the children, to bake banana bread, if you've watched me before, to bake anything that you love, really, and to give that away to the people that you want to give it to. So we have given Christmas cookies to our neighbors. We have given things to my husband's colleagues. So many people that you can actually give things to, and it's so much fun to give during a season where a lot of people are just thinking about getting. So be the person that actually gives away, because there's nothing more meaningful than giving from your heart and giving out of love to other people that you love. So I really love baking, but there are so many things that you can do. You can help an older lady in your neighborhood help set up her Christmas tree, or hang up the Christmas lights around the house, or do her Christmas groceries, or clean up the neighborhood, or do anything really. There are really so many things that you can actually give during this season that is all about giving, because God gave his son to us. And what is more special than because God gave, we can actually give. So I really highly encourage you to give your time, your services, your cookies, your money, whatever it is that you have to give. Try giving more this season, and I can guarantee you it is going to create more meaning to your December. And it's really good to actually talk about that with the kids, to say, hey, because God gave, I want to give. That is some sort of a motto in our house. Because God gave, we want to give. And I really love doing that, and I love teaching that to our children. So that is one of the things that is going to help this season become a lot more meaningful. Now I'm really curious about some of the ways that you actually create a more meaningful December, and what you do during this season that doesn't involve buying huge presents and getting all the things that you think you need, but focusing more on the things that actually matter. So I'm really curious what you love to do, and tell that in the comments so that other people can actually learn from it as well. And what I really want to encourage you is to focus on what really matters this season. Be present with your family, and I really hope that this video inspired you to do that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great December, and I would love to see you in my next video.